All right, so the next gentleman that I'm going to be bringing to the stage, several months ago, I had put up, I don't know if I put it on Facebook or if I sent it out to my email list, but I had put that I was looking for someone to join the team. Looking for someone that can assist in sales, that would be willing to do sales calls and help us to take our business to the next level. And he applied, and I tell you, when he applied for the job and we did an interview, he just had that voice where it's like when you hear it, you just trust him, right? And that's like a blessing to have. I was like, oh, no. You got such a nice voice for this. But then as I got a chance to learn more about him and connect with him, I mean, when I talk about a gentleman who's hungry, a gentleman who cares, a gentleman who serves, I mean, literally, y'all, he's just a great human being. And I invited him to be the head of our sales team. And then, I don't know when, it was, I think when I came back from that conference, several months, about 4 or 5 months ago, I said, we're about to create BPC coaches. Now, if you know this as well, I just want y'all to know, because he's been saying his company name, New Skills, New You. When we created this coaching platform of BPC coaches, my intention is not to take them away from something they're already building. My intention is to get them in front of more people. Stevie, Dakisha, Bruce have their own businesses, but they said, yes, I want to be a part of this and I want to serve. Bruce is the one that's going to teach you guys how to sell without feeling salesy. Okay? Anybody here do a call with Bruce? Ever talk to Bruce on the phone? Anybody here? Some of y'all have? Yeah, see? Look, right. Come on, we're going to get you to start. You just need to get started. Like his voice, you're like, I trust you. And I think nobody better than to teach sales in the Book Profits Club Inner Circle than my boy. Let's give it up, y'all. Get on your feet. Get excited. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. Bruce Hill!
Where your hands go? Hey, and they stay there. And they stay there. Allstarts. Allstarts. Woo. I'm so excited, man. Listen, over the next 50 minutes, if you execute on what I teach you, it will absolutely transform your life and your business. So picture this. Picture this. You're at a conference. Maybe you're at your kid's school. Maybe you're in a line at Starbucks. And your ideal client comes up to you and says, hey, you're that person. You're the one that, insert your expertise here. And they ask you a very simple question. Can you help me? You don't have any books with you, shame on you. Maybe you left your phone in the car. You don't have any business cards with you, but your ideal client is sitting in front of you. They're standing in front of you. Maybe they're holding onto your hands. Maybe they're even grabbing onto your arm. Maybe there's a hand on your shoulder and they're looking you in the eyes and they're asking you, can you help me? If this was the last time you spoke to this individual, what would you tell them to transform their life and business? I hope that I get to work with each and every one of you many, many times over for many, many years. But if this is the first and the last time you hear my voice, what can I possibly tell you to transform your life and business? And I take each and every time I hold a mic that seriously. whether it's one person or 100 people, 1,000, or just one. What can I tell you that will change your life in business forever? So I have a very simple message for you. One new skill will change your life. One new skill will change your life. There's 4 types of speakers. Does anybody know what those are? There's motivational, there's inspirational, there's transformational, and there's educational. I'm an educational speaker. My name is Bruce Hill, New Skills for You. I support service-based businesses in sales and leadership, and I help them hear yes more often without sounding salesy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have class. Can I teach y'all something? Yes. We're going to have class. Let me see if I can figure this out. Everyone should take out a brand new sheet of paper. We're going to go over the syllabus, okay? And check this out. I'm going to give you 15 years of experience in 50 minutes. Okay? You think I check it? Just however, there's something I've learned over these 15 years. I actually can't teach you anything. I can only facilitate your learning. Okay? I'm going to make it easy. But I cannot teach you anything, so you all have to participate. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to write down the curriculum. I want you to write it down as well. And I'll let you know right now it's not going to be in order. But as we cover it, you're going to check it off. Okay? If I miss something, it's your responsibility to hold me accountable to teach you what I promised to teach you. But then it's your responsibility to execute. I want you to pick one thing and execute on it. Because it only takes one new skill to change your life. Write this down. 3 C's, okay? I'll teach you that acronym. I'm going to teach you how to practice. We have any speakers in the building? The difference between an amateur and a professional is not how much they get paid, it's how much they practice. I'm going to teach you the sales success system. And what's very encouraging is that this is exactly what Taria teaches you. I'm going to teach you to ask better questions. Ooh, one of my favorites. I'm going to teach you 5 simple steps to hear yes more often. Does anybody like hearing yes? Say yes. Yes. What happens to your life if you hear yes more often? Somebody say yes. Yes. What happens to your relationships if you hear yes more often? Somebody say yes. Yes. What happens to your business if you hear yes more often? I'm going to teach you to hear yes more often. One of my favorite trainings. Because hearing yes is really, sounds good. Up there with my name, yes. Or if you put like, yes, Bruce, love it. But Bruce, what happens if they say no? Come here. There you go. What happens if they say no? Well, I'm going to tell you. Where my introverts at? I got something for y'all too. Let's see here. Got something for my introverts. And then, how about Taria's built a system for us? And so all my folks in Inner Circle, y'all good. And some of y'all upgraded to Book Profits Club Elite, y'all good too. Just the software though, the Inner Circle, we got something different for them. So you were getting these leads, you're getting in front of your ideal customer, and they're asking you this question, can you help me? I'm going to teach you how to turn conversations into clients. We're going to turn conversations into clients. Because I don't want y'all talking to people all day. I want you creating new transformations in the people you're called to serve. If we accomplish these things, we will have a successful conversation today. All right? I'm going to call it a conversation because I need you all to participate with me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Here's what I didn't realize about where I started. My mom's my first investor. Love her so much. She had us speaking as early as 6 years old. I was terrible. Absolutely terrible. My hands would shake, my palms would get sweaty, my voice would quiver, I get anxiety, I start sweating, and the stuff, it was absolutely awful. I was terrible. And here's some good news for each and every one of you. Everybody starts off at terrible. Some people decide to stay there. Everybody starts off terrible, but some people decide to stay there. So check this out. I was looking at some of the highest paid athletes in the world. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. One of the best athletes in the world, and I found out I'm actually an inch taller than Kobe Bryant. Have any of y'all seen me playing for the NBA? They didn't call me. So I said, well, what's different between me and Kobe Bryant? Because I can't use his physical stature as an excuse not to be successful. So I said, what's different? And I went and read his story. And I went before the NBA championships, before the MVPs, before college, before high school. I went back. He started when he was 5 or 6. I said, I've got some good news for you. None of you were born fill in the blank. None of you were born confident. None of you were born speakers. None of you were born authors. None of you were born world travelers. None of you were born fill in the blank. But you can learn a new skill if you choose to. And I discovered the difference is one new skill will change your life. And so I discovered that what makes Kobe phenomenal at what he did was he practiced more than any other person ever. I'm going to give you permission to be phenomenal. All you have to do is practice. And if that seems too simple, you're like, that's easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. I believe that it is easy and people still don't do it. Because if we know we should go to the gym, we know we should eat well, we know we should read a little bit, we know there's things we could do, maybe even should do, or would do, except for our excuses are in the way. So what separates the amateur from the professional isn't genetic, it isn't even opportunities, which is encouraging because, man, it ain't been easy, but it's been fun. It's the number of times that they practice. They practice so many times, they can predict the outcome. The reason Taria trusts me with her platform and allows me to share with her, because she's seen me over and over and over and over and over again practicing adding value, practicing serving, practicing being the absolute best at what I do, practicing being phenomenal. I was not born phenomenal. But what I didn't realize, the reason there's some people that seem, man, they're so great, I wish I could be like them. You can. I'm giving you permission to be phenomenal. I'm giving you permission to practice. When you practice so much, you can predict the outcome. You can make a promise. You say, hey, listen, if you read my book, here is the transformation it will provide. And when you can predict your outcome and you make that promise with confidence, people will start to pay you. Professionals aren't professionals because they get paid. They get paid because they practice. Somebody say practice. Practice. Can we check this one off the list? Yeah. How many people went live yesterday? Oh. action takers or money makers. I'm going to give you a bonus practice tip. Write this down. Dream big, start small. This is a mistake I've made. People go into the gym, and they'll pick up the heaviest thing they can see, and they'll tear a ligament, and they'll throw it on their back, and they'll be like, this is why I don't exercise. Start small. Let me talk to my introverts. This one's for y'all. Being an introvert is not an excuse to avoid success. My most successful clients, my most successful trainees, my most powerful speakers I've had the pleasure of working with have all been introverts. And this is fascinating to me because I'm an extrovert. I'm a little bitter. I'm happy for that. I am. But I wanted to know, what's the difference? Why are they more successful in the exact same things that I'm teaching them? One of my favorite stories, I workshop with him in December. In January, he moved his closings for any person he talked to went from 20% to 40%. Because somebody say double. He doubled his closings month over month. Then he had the best month in that January than he had in his career in his business. The next month in February, that week, 1 week, beat the previous month. Then the next week, he did it again. So being an introvert is not an excuse to avoid success. Here's the secret. Here's the differentiator. Introverts recharge alone, and extroverts recharge with people. Introverts recharge alone, and extroverts recharge with people. Now, some of you may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with sales? Because we're going to get all the excuses out of the way. So when we put you in front of your ideal customer, you're not making any excuses out of why you're not going to help them achieve the transformation they so desperately need. First, I got to get you to believe in you. What I learned about introverts that makes it so successful is that they're better at listening. It's so simple, but the most powerful sales skill I've learned for the past 15 years, the most powerful technique I've ever discovered is to just listen. We're going to talk about listening when we talk about better questions. As an introvert, I want you to recognize that you may not enjoy speaking to groups of people. But I heard a phenomenal speaker say, he said, you know what? I would rather talk to 1,000 people one time than one person 1,000 times. He's on to something there. Because my introverts, am I right? You get tired. You get drained, your energy's low. So I'm not trying to turn you into an extrovert. I want you to be your authentic self. I just want you to be the authentic version of you that hears yes more often. So what you're going to do is dream really big, say big, but you're going to start small. And what happens is that goal that you have of 10 clients at $1,000 so you can get your $10,000 month. Stevie, did I get that right? Okay. Now 10 clients doesn't feel so challenging. It doesn't feel so daunting. I just need to talk to one person at a time. And then I'm going to go recharge by myself, whatever that looks like for you, or walk outside, your bubble bath, whatever it is. I don't want you to be a killer closer or the master manipulator. I want you to be the authentic version of yourself who hears yes more often. Can we check this one off the list? So what do I say to my ideal client? They're looking me in their eyes and they're asking, can you help me? Most people get this wrong. But I'm going to give you all a chance to guess. What would you tell them? What would you say? What would you do? Write this down. Make it easy for people to pay you. Make it easy for people to pay you. Taria teaches us we should either be getting the coins or their contact. So Many of the speakers here, the ones that learn and follow through on what they learned, they gave you a hook item. You're gonna get an email tomorrow. And it's gonna have a call to action in it. And what is fascinating to me, what is so simple, it's astounding, is that the reason some of you sound salesy is because you're talking to the wrong person. If you have a headache, you ever see those commercials like, does it hurt here, it's kind of red, does it hurt here, it's kind of red, or does it hurt here, it's just red all over. If I have a headache and it's red all over, you say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is your pain? It's 11. If you ask them, would you like to buy some aspirin from me? They're not going to say, go away. Don't try and sell me. You're being pushy. I don't want to be bothered. They say, you just got one, you got two? Can I have the whole bottle? In order for you all to hear yes more often, it's really simple. You've got to ask the right person. So number your paper 1 to 5. We're going to talk about 5 steps to hear yes more often. This is one of my favorite trainings because it's so simple. Each and every one of you can put it into practice today. Number 1, ask more often. Last night at the VIP session, we had a Q&A. Always go VIP, okay? It is remotely within your means, go VIP. They asked me, Bruce, I didn't have as many clients last month as I wanted. I said, okay. How many people did you talk to? And they said 5. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they wanted more than 5 clients. But if you only ask 5 people, how many people can tell you yes? It's not a trick question. If I ask 5 people, how many people can tell me yes? What if I ask 500 people? Hypothetically, how many people can tell me yes? So the very simple formula, in order to hear yes more often, is just to give more people the opportunity to tell me yes. And this is why I said dream big, start small. I don't want you to go tell 500 people today. Instagram will shut down your account. LinkedIn's going to block you. Okay? I do want you to tell more people. Whatever you did yesterday, just double it. We're going to dream big and start small. Listen, I've been doing this for 15 years. I'll talk to 100 people today and then go to a happy hour and talk to more people. Do not do that. I just want you to talk to more people than you did yesterday. There is no increase in skill level that needs to happen. I don't need to read any books. I don't need to watch any podcasts. If you just told more people, you will hear yes more often. Yes or yes? Yes. If we can stop right there. Just go tell some people and come back. But here's number 2. And we talked about this. This is one of my favorite concepts. I support service-based businesses in sales and leadership. So if you're a product-based business and you need help with your Shopify store, I will not help you. I didn't say I can't help you. What did I say? I will not help you. This is so important. I don't want to help a few people a little bit. I don't want to help a lot of people a little bit. I want to help the right people in a humongous way. And I only got 38 minutes. I don't have time to explain to you when we have